We will examine 4 Pullman sleeping cars that the museum owns to get a view of where the Pullman porters worked. First, we will look at Glengyle. Our second oldest passenger car in the collection is the Glengyle. This car is fascinating for many reasons. Historically, the earliest railroad cars were made of wood, which, one, was a fire hazard, and secondly, they were prone to disintegrating in accidents, and passengers and railroads began calling for safer cars. And in the early 1900s, Pullman began building its first all-steel cars, and Glengyle was a part of these initial steel cars built in 1910. It contains 7 compartments and 2 drawing rooms, with drawing rooms being the largest enclosed accommodations Pullman offered. It was delivered to the Atlantic coastline in 1911 for service on the Florida Special. In 1945, Glengyle accommodated press corps on President Franklin Delano Roosevelt's funeral train between Washington, D.C. and Hyde Park, New York. And today, Glengyle is the oldest surviving all-compartment steel car. It was designated a National Historic Mechanical Engineering Landmark by the American Society of Mechanical Engineers in 1987. The Glen Nevis was one of many 6-compartment, 3-drawing-room sleepers in the Glen series. Built in 1925, it spent most of its passenger service days on the Seaboard Airlines Orange Blossom Special. Glen Nevis was one of the last operating heavyweights when it retired in 1965, and at this time, most railroads were scrapping their passenger fleets, and Freightmaster Industries in Fort Worth purchased the Nevis and converted it into a field testing facility to design their newest products. And after 15 years, it was retired and stored at Freightmaster until donation to the museum in 1997. The museum restored the exterior to Pullman green and is in the process of interior restoration. Unlike our 2 previous Pullman sleepers with completely enclosed sleeping berths, the McQuaig and Goliad were 12 open section, 1 drawing room cars built in the mid-1920s. The 12 ones comprised nearly 50% of the Pullman roster during the 20s and early 30s. At night, a curtain would be drawn along the aisle to give privacy for the lower and upper berths. Unlike the private room cars, the restrooms for open section cars were located at the ends of the car. And McQuaig was a part of the Mech series of nearly 400 12 ones. Built in 1925, it operated in full service until donation in 1964, and since that time, the car has seen nearly 0 traffic, as it is one of the most pristine, all-original Pullman interiors in existence today. Goliad, built in 1926, spent a majority of its service on the Southern Pacific's famed Sunset Limited between New Orleans and San Francisco, and many cars along this route had names of geographic significance, Goliad being a famous battle site during the Texas Revolution. The warm temperature along this route, coupled with Pullman's push to attract more riders, enabled Goliad the distinction of being one of the first cars to become equipped with mechanical air conditioning in 1935. The Goliad finished its service on the Fort Worth and Denver Railroad and was donated to the museum in 1964. We'd like to thank you for watching, and we'd like to give a special thanks to Frisco ISD TV for making this production possible. Please visit our website, www.historictrains.org, for more information on spring and summer tours. To learn more about Pullman porters and Pullman sleeping cars, these items are available for purchase in the museum store located at 6455 Page Street, Frisco, Texas. Thank you for watching.